This video will sum up my thoughts on every single New York team. So yeah. All right, starting off with the MLB, we have the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. I don't exactly like the Mets. There are some teams that I'd root for the Mets over some other teams, mainly like the Astros, who are cheaters, and teams who get in the way of the Chicago Cubs or just hate the Cubs in general. But I don't like the Mets that much. More so a family rebellion kind of thing. I could see myself cheering for the Mets. It's just that I was never really that into the Mets. And the Mets are just a disappointing team, and it's hard for me to get behind them. I know the Cubs are also a disappointing team, and it's hard to get behind them, but the Cubs have had, more successes than the Mets in recent times, until, of course, 2022, when the Mets actually make the playoffs. I'm just hoping that the Cubs can make themselves into a new team, if not in 2023 and 2024. And the Mets, I wouldn't complain so much if they were in the playoffs. I do kind of pity them, but I really don't want them to have any playoff success. And the Yankees, I don't really have that big of a problem with the Yankees. The only thing is I like the Boston Red Sox a touch more than them, because I like the Red Sox pitching style better than the Yankees. I find the Red Sox to be a more understanding team than the Yankees. Did you know that Yankee Stadium is used for soccer? And they play horrible soccer there too, but soccer's not a video because it's not really major league in the U.S. The thing about the Yankees is that, I could see myself rooting for them. It's just that I like other teams, especially in the AL East, more than the Yankees. So it's hard for me to really fully support the Yankees. I could get behind the Yankees getting the 6th seed under the condition that the Red Sox get the 5 seed, the Blue Jays get the 4 seed, and the Orioles win the AL East. Having an AL East domination would make me kind of happy, and I would like seeing the Yankees in the playoffs. It's just that I like the Red Sox more. And people have to understand that I don't hate the Yankees, but I'm not that big into the Yankees either. And I have a slight like for both teams. But heading on into the New York Giants and the New York Jets, they aren't even in New York. They are false advertising. I hate them for it. The Giants, it might come as no surprise because I'm an Eagles fan, but did you know that me being an Eagles fan came out of the fact that I always hated the New Jersey Giants for what they did and all the false advertising that they caused? Yeah, and I guess they could have gone behind the Commanders or the Cowboys, but the Eagles seem like a better team, especially considering the Washington Commanders actually play in FedEx Field in Maryland. So therefore, it would be hard for me to get behind them too. They should be the Maryland Commanders. Although I guess then they would think that people would think that they were in Baltimore with the Ravens. In any case, again, the Jets also, I hate them. I hope that their playoff drought continues. And again, with the Giants are a team that I could actually see myself getting, the Giants are a team I could actually see myself, being as, occasional rooting for, if it would help the Eagles if they won. But, the Jets, I don't even see where that could happen. Maybe if it would somehow help the Bills. I know Dolphins fans rooted for the Bills in Week 18 because they needed the Bills to win and for them to win, of course. But, it's a tough story. Now, the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. I don't really care about either team. The Nets, I was just talking a lot of trash about them, only because we met in the playoffs. Fun fact that the Knicks had beat the Miami Heat. I would have rooted for them both in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics and in the NBA Finals against the Nuggets because I want both teams to fail. Celtics because they're my main rival and they beat us. Nuggets because I don't like Nikola Jokic and I don't want him to win the NBA Finals. And again, it's been a very interesting situation. As we've seen, I wasn't really too enthusiastic for the Knicks or their opponents beforehand. And the Brooklyn Nets are a team I also couldn't care less about if it wasn't for the fact that they were playing us. And if they beat us by some chance and we're playing the Celtics, I'd probably still root for the Nets anyway. Then we get to hockey, and there's actually 4 teams we're going to discuss here. First, the New York Islanders. I hate them. They have a very aggressive playing style that just doesn't resonate well with hockey. The reason why I found this out was because I was trying to find negative reasons about the hockey to win an argument against Ross Bernstein because he's an Islander fan. And I then wound up finding there's so much evidence against the Islanders, I grew an actual hatred for the franchise. But the Rangers don't really appeal to me too much either. I mean, I find hockey to be a very boring and irrelevant sport anyway, which is why the Devils, again, I think largely the same in the Rangers. I could care less about that series. And the Buffalo Sabres, they're an irrelevant hockey team in an irrelevant sport. So I really barely even know the Sabres are a team. Speaking of football, the Buffalo Bills, I actually like the Bills. I like Josh Allen. And I just hope that they can get more success. I mean, the Bills are turning into the Packers without that Super Bowl victory, if you get what I'm saying, in the sense they have repeated postseason failures. And I just hope that the Bills can go out and win a Super Bowl. But only under the condition that the Eagles don't make it that far. If the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl and it's an Eagles versus Bills, I will, of course, root for the Eagles. And if the Seahawks make it there against the Bills, I will root for the Seattle Seahawks. But any other team, I will root for the Bills over them because I do like Josh Allen and I do like the Bills. And they are really the only New York football team. So, thank you for watching.